The FBI has increased the reward to $20,000 for any information leading to the arrest of Jacob Jakubowski. It has been nearly a week since police say the Janesville man stole more than a dozen weapons and body armor. He sent an anti-government manifesto to President Trump, and investigators believe he may be planning an attack. Authorities have received over 500 tips in the case.
Let's talk about the weather, and it looks and feels much different than what we experienced just yesterday and over the weekend.
Yeah, no rain, but it's pretty chilly out there. How long will it last? Meteorologist Jesse Ricka joins us now to let us know.
Yeah, we're looking at a few breaks in some of the clouds, especially the further out west you go. You can see in Milwaukee County, the cloud cover is relatively thick, but hey, we're at 49 degrees, which is pretty typical for April. And you can see even Kenosha trying to work away at some of that cloud cover. The sun is working a little bit of its magic. I don't think it's really going to work until close to sunset. Off to the west, that's where the clear skies are in Minnesota. The entire Badger State basically socked in with the clouds. It is cooler for many of us, especially out west. A big drop in temps from yesterday, especially earlier in the day with those 70s. Now we're into the 40s, a few 50s sprinkled down closer to the state line. Overall, though, the next 12 hours again, clearing skies as we get into the overnight hours and into tomorrow. That's going to mean sunshine. I'll tell you how long that brief visit is going to be coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Jesse, thanks. Flags across the state will be at half staff to remember an on-duty Wisconsin state trooper who was killed in a rollover crash early this morning. This happened in Sauk County. Trooper Anthony Borostowski of Toma died in the line of duty after his patrol car struck a tree on Interstate 9094. In a statement, Governor Walker said Borostowski was an outstanding trooper, and he was a staff sergeant in the Wisconsin National Guard. The statement went on to say, quote, "I had the honor of meeting him in 2015 when he received the Wisconsin State Patrol's Life-Saving Award for saving a man's life by performing CPR. Tonette and I send our prayers to Anthony's family as they grieve the loss of their loved one." And we are learning more about the shooter at a San Bernardino, California elementary school. That shooting yesterday claimed the lives of a teacher and a student and left another student seriously injured.
Yes, today the community is gathering to work toward healing. Gina Kim has the latest.
Outside North Park Elementary School today, the community poured out their sadness and sympathies in the form of flowers and loving notes.
It didn't only affect this family and this school, it really affected all of us.
Around 10:30 yesterday morning, Cedric Anderson got clearance to enter the school after telling the staff he needed to drop something off for his wife. When he entered Karen Smith's special education classroom, he began firing, killing his wife, 8-year-old Jonathan Martinez, and gravely injuring a 9-year-old. He then killed himself.
We don't have any indication that he said anything. He was a short distance into the classroom when he immediately opened fire.
Police say Anderson has a criminal record that includes weapons, drugs, and domestic violence charges.
Smith and Anderson had a relationship that spanned approximately 4 years. In January of this year, they did get married.
Police say Karen Smith moved out last month and the couple was estranged. Smith leaves behind 4 grown children and 3 grandchildren.
She was very special to a lot of people.
Help is pouring in for 8-year-old Jonathan's family, and crisis counselors are being provided for the children and staff affected by the tragedy. Gina Kim, NBC News, San Bernardino.
The 9-year-old child's condition has been upgraded to serious, and officials say he's improving every day. North Park Elementary School, however, remains closed throughout the rest of the week.
The White House said today the Syrian regime and Russia are trying to confuse the world community about who is responsible for using chemical weapons against the Syrian people last week, killing more than 80 people, including children. Senior administration officials accuse the Russian government of helping the Syrian regime cover up chemical weapons still in that country. Now, White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer, in an effort to shame Russia's alliance with Syrian President Bashar al-Assad and his use of chemical weapons, said this just a few hours ago.
We didn't use chemical weapons in World War II. You had someone as despicable as Hitler who didn't even sink to using chemical weapons. So you have to, if you're Russia, ask yourself, is this a country that you and a regime that you want to align yourself with?
While Hitler did not use chemical weapons on the battlefield, Hitler and the Nazis used gas chambers to exterminate Jews, disabled people, and others. When a reporter asked for a clarification about the comments that Hitler did not use chemical weapons, Spitzer said, quote, "I think when you come to sarin gas, he was not using the gas on his own people the same way that Assad is doing." Police say he stole guns and threatened Wisconsin schools and the government. So what's going on inside his head?
George Millay is in the newsroom with that story new for us on Live at 5.
Shannon, Charles, this one is becoming intriguing. Tonight, a retired FBI profiler gives you a glimpse inside the mind of this wanted man. She shares her theories about where the suspected volatile gun thief could be headed and how the search for Joseph Jakubowski may end. That's coming up on Live at 5. Hope you'll join us.
All right, George, thanks.
Well, still ahead on Live at 4, our experts are here to tell us how to prepare our furry friends for these spring severe storms.
But first, a camera catches the moment when a Florida gun store becomes a target for thieves. You can see what happened there. We have the rest of the story next.
You're watching today's TMJ4 with Charles Benson, Shannon Sims, and Storm Team 4 meteorologist Jesse Ritka.
Police near Tampa, Florida are looking for 4 thieves who drove a stolen pickup truck through a gun shop and robbed it on Sunday. It was all caught on camera, of course. The suspects were in and out in 31 seconds. After the heist, the crew then drove the truck a mile away, set it on fire, left some ammo inside so it exploded, leaving firefighters no other choice but to let it burn out.
All right, we're going to switch gears, talk about the weather. Cooler temperatures today.
But it's not supposed to last that long. At least that's what Jesse Ritka says.
We will see the sun. It will come out tomorrow. Take a line from Annie there. We are going to be watching the temps rise up a little bit, but hey, 49 degrees, that's pretty close to where we're supposed to be. It just feels so much colder after a beautiful weekend with 60s and 70s. And yesterday we had the sunshine in 70s early before that pneumonia front swung through. And so we are going to be watching again. Temperatures getting a little bit warmer for tomorrow, back into the 40s for your Thursday, but back into the 50s again for Friday. So the roller coaster ride will continue. Right now across southeastern Wisconsin, we've got the cloudy skies, however, starting to watch a few breaks in the cloud cover out to the west. We're at 49, which is the high. Do have that west northwesterly wind that's going to bring in some drier air and help push away some of that cloud deck off to the west. So we are going to be seeing some improvement in the forecast. There's a little bit of the sun trying to work its way into that cloud cover. 46 right now in Fort Atkinson. You can see in Kenosha there is plenty of cloud cover, but again, the sun trying to work some of its April magic, just not winning out right now. 48 in Kenosha. So here's that thick cloud cover on satellite and radar. Again, at least we're not dealing with the rain in addition to the cool temps. Here's the clear air off to our west. Thanks to high pressure, we're going to keep winds light and skies will be clearing as we go into the overnight hours. So future forecast, timing out those decreasing clouds. I think just before sunset may catch a glimpse of sun, but overall most of us cloudy until we get to tomorrow morning. Then we'll start off with mostly sunny skies by the afternoon, though. Another storm system, a warm front, is going to bring more clouds into the picture. This will bring rain Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. However, most of that should be limited to the morning commute on Thursday. By the middle of the day, we'll just be dealing with some clouds and breezy little easterly wind. As we go into the overnight hours, again, decreasing clouds, 36 your overnight low in Milwaukee, 33 away from Lake Michigan. Tomorrow, the sunshine returns. I think tomorrow's going to be the best day out of the week. It's going to be the driest and sunniest. High temp around 54 in Milwaukee, 60 away from the lakefront because we'll catch that wind off the lake as we get into the middle of the day. Then again, that next storm system comes in late Wednesday night and into your Thursday, bringing another chance for rain, and the clouds, those will linger throughout the day. High of 48 on Thursday, back up to 56 on Friday with a chance for some rain late in the day. Better chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms comes on Saturday, up to 68 though, and then a cold front swings through, bringing us some morning rain on eastern